got 3 R's we're gonna talk about today. We gotta learn to reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
To make Beye be a greener school. That way we can be greener and more helpful to the environment of the earth and to put in less trash in the landfills.
Okay, great. And what goes in the green food bins?
Fruit and vegetables.
And how about in the yellow food bins?
Meat and carbohydrates.
Okay. And what's your favorite part of the sorting stations?
The fact that we're being a greener school and helping the environment more.
Okay. And what part of the sorting stations do you hate the most?
I don't know.
Oh, good. You don't hate anything. That's awesome. And what's the messiest? Can you think of like a really messy thing that you've seen happen at the sorting stations? Or a funny thing, messy or funny?
All the mixed up foods and items and stuff like that.
Just all mixed together? Right. Good. Okay, thanks.
Throw it out, recycle. We gotta learn to recycle. We gotta learn to reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce.
And why do you think we're doing the sorting stations?
Because there's the compost bin, which helps the soil, and we can use it for our garden. And well, I think because we can help the earth that way, and well, then we'll stop polluting and get a greener earth. Because if we don't, then the world will get filled with garbage, and then we won't have any space for houses and cars to drive.
Cut down on the Earth's pollutions. Okay, great. How do you think the kids are doing with the sorting?
Great. I think they're in pretty good shape.
You think we're in pretty good shape too? Well, that's great. And is there a part that you hate about the sorting stations? Like if you had to pick one thing that you hate?
It's sort of disgusting. Yeah, it's sort of gross when you touch all those things. Yeah.
And is there something you like about the sorting stations?
Not really. That we're going green.
Okay. And can you think of one like really messy thing or funny thing that you've seen happen at the sorting stations?
People's straw fall on the floor because they're trying to put in the garbage with their mouth, and then it just falls on the floor and they go pick it up.
Because they're trying to put garbage in with their mouth? Mm-hmm. Okay. And how about you? Remember any messy or funny thing?
Someone just dumped their whole tray in the one thing.
Dumping their whole tray in one container?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you, you guys. That was great.
I saw a cookie in the vegetable.
You saw a cookie in the vegetable bin.
I saw milk in the milk thing that you pour milk in.
Like a whole milk container in the liquid, okay.
The part that I had about is the sorting things is because the milk, it spills all over the place.
And is there one part you really hate about the sorting stations? Which part that you hate the most?
Some people just throw stuff into the bins and it gets really gross. But I think it's a good idea because it's helping our environment.
Same. Okay. Okay, good. And is there one part that you particularly hate about the sorting stations? Like you're like, oh my gosh, oh no, here I come to whatever. Or is it all about the same?
I think the meat station because it's normally like on Sloppy Joe days.
On Sloppy Joe days.
It's so messy.
Very messy.
All
right.
I'm Evelyn, and I'm Ian, and we're chosen for this video because
Miley Cyrus was supposed to come and be in it, but for some reason she couldn't make it, so my mom, who's helping make this video, just grabbed me instead.
Joe Jonas was also supposed to be here, but he couldn't make it at the last minute, so they just got me instead.
Since you were a green ambassador last year, right?
Right, and you guys were chosen to watch this video
because you are members of Beye's all-important,
very incredibly awesome Green Team. On this video, we're going to talk to you about food sorting that we have all been doing at lunch.
We've been doing it since the first day of school, and everyone is doing a fantastic job.
However, there are a few things we want to remind you about, and
we want to give you a little information about why we are going through all the trouble to sort.
So listen up, here we go. We're actually going to demonstrate going through the lunch like you all do every day.
So we've got our trays, filled with a few remains of the delicious food from our school lunches.
And I've got the remains of my very yummy lunch from home. So as you know, the very first thing you get to is the liquids table.
You might wonder why we have these strainers. The main reason is that the strainers catch your straw as you dump your milk.
Or you can take out your straw and put it in the gray trash bin.
Also, the strainers are here so that when we have soup,
Like this winter when it gets really cold, brr, yummy hot soup.
the lumps of food from the soup will go right into the strainer.
Like this, now I'm dumping the soup in the strainer.
And the liquid goes down, but the food stays up.
Then we dump the food liquid down the drain in the janitor's closet after lunch, when lunch is over.
I'm so glad we don't have to drink that if we don't get our homework done.
You all know that if you have any liquid left in your drink container, you dump it in here.
And this is really, really, really important if you haven't opened your milk or drink. Just put it here on the liquids table so somebody else can use it.
That was really important what she just said. If you have an unopened milk, just put it here in the front of the liquids table, on the liquids table.
Now, here are some things you don't want to do at the liquids table.
I repeat, you don't want to do this.
Definitely do not do this. We repeat, you don't want to do any of these things. For sure, you don't want to do that. Or this. None of that.
Or this. Geez, whose kid is that? Now for our least favorite item, the plastic spork.
You know those sporks we use at lunch? How long do you think it takes one of those to disintegrate in a landfill? What's your guess?
I don't know really now.
Don't really know. How about you?
33 days.
33 days? Okay. What's your guess?
About 3 months or so.
About 3 months?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 years? 20 years?
60 weeks.
60 weeks? What do you think? A year? What do you think?
A year or two.
A year too? You also think a year?
Maybe 5 months.
5 months maybe?
Yeah, around there, like 6.
Maybe 6 months, okay?
Guess what? None of you are right. It actually takes us 700 years to even start to decompose in a landfill. How horrible is that?
Boo, hiss.
Ooh, hiss.
But for now, we're stuck with them. So after you use it, put it right in here.
But the spork wrapper and the napkin are actually trash, so they go in here, the gray trash bin.
This will be a lot easier because in a few weeks we won't be using sporks anymore.
Because we'll have real silverware like this. Isn't that exciting? That really is exciting. No more sporks in the landfills. Awesome job, Beye School. No more sporks in landfills.
Wow, that's really exciting. No more sports in landfills.
Great